You're joined here today following the Hofstra women's basketball game with head coach Danielle Santos Atkinson. Coach, give us your thoughts following tonight's game against Iona.
One of our Achilles heels this year has been our start and how we've been starting the game. We saw that again tonight. We got off to a slow start, but in turn this game we found ourselves there in other games, and we've been able to battle back and get ourselves back going. Tonight we didn't do that. Tonight we were unable to turn it and find that firepower again to get ourselves back in the game and make it competitive. We're going to continue to work, continue to get back at it, but we've got to work on being consistent, getting a great start, and then being able to carry that over for 4 quarters.
Questions?
What are some of the things that you need to work on as a whole, and especially ahead of LIU on Saturday?
For sure. Well, Iona is a great team, and we knew that they had the ability to score the ball. They do a great job of moving really well without the ball. They do a great job of finding opportunities in the paint off of cuts and off of drives. And so one of the things that we've got to continue to work on before LIU is our defensive intensity and our relentlessness on the defensive side of the floor. We've got to be tougher, and we've got to make sure that we're not allowing such easy buckets. Open 3-point shots they were able to get, and they do a great job of knocking them down. They've got players and Kate that shoots it over 50%, and she did tonight. And we've got to also we cannot allow as many paint points as we did tonight, easy paint points as we did tonight.
Coach, you saw a lot of players coming off the bench. What were some of the things you were looking at with kind of tinkering with the lineup tonight?
Yeah, for us, in a game like tonight, you're looking for people to come in and be that spark. That was one of the things that we were lacking today is that spark and that effort and that intensity from the start. And then from the bench, we found it in some players. I thought some players stepped up and tried to do it. But when you get yourself in that kind of hole, even with some sparks coming off the bench, if we're not able to rally behind with 5 people to be able to do it, it makes it tough. And so we're working on finding that crew that's willing to work as hard as they can to give it all that they got for a consistent 40 minutes. And I continue to say it. We've got a great group of young ladies that are wanting to work hard, that are wanting to win and be competitive. And so we got to get back to the drawing board and continue to work on being better to do that.
Coach, at the end of the game, what was the message to the team in the locker room?
Just that we've got to get better, and it starts in practice. We've got to put together a consistent start to finish practice. We've got to practice. There's lulls in practice that we'll have, and again, just like in the game, we rally back and we find our way back. But when that lull goes too long, as you saw today, we put ourselves in a hole. And so we talk about that in practice, and we bring that up. Hey, if this was a game today, we'd be down 20 points, and that's where we found ourselves today. And so going back into practice and continue to work and putting together consistent practices, just with that work ethic and that intensity and that effort. You have to compete to win, and it's hard, and you've got to be willing to give it everything you have. And so this team is going through that process, and again, we knew it was going to be that. We're continuing to build in this program, and we've got great players that are here trying to do it, great support, and so we're going to continue to do that.
Coach, what were some of the positives that you found from the team's performance tonight, and things that you can build off of going into the Saturday contest against LIU?
Yeah, I did. Again, I thought we had some sparks off the bench. I thought Jada Peacock did a great job of coming in. Stat line's not always going to show some of that, but she did a great job defensively and pressuring the ball and creating some havoc defensively. I thought Alarise and Emma also came off the bench and did a good job and forcing some pressure and creating some paint opportunities and being aggressive. We've got to be aggressive offensively, and I thought they did that in coming off the bench and creating those sparks. Once Brandy got going, she was able to produce offensively. Zai had a slow start. She got herself going, was able to produce offensively. So there were snapshots in there of some positive and things that we've seen that we've been working on. But again, it's that 40 minutes of consistency that we're going to be looking to have.
If there are no more questions, this concludes tonight's post-game press conference. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.